All right, we are here on a finally Friday. Good gosh. All right. Today is my very favorite method of solving system equations, elimination, because elimination is kind of like you're unaliving some variables or something. I think that's a thing to say now. Unaliving. Yeah, they were unalived. Okay. Or my favorite is when students talk about social media, they're like, I was unadded. Okay, any other class would be okay, but you're saying unadded in math class. Technically, shouldn't that be like subtracted? Huh? What subtracted? Okay. All right, so elimination method. Here's the thing, make sure all the terms are lined up. We're going to go over that. Here is the main thing. Same terms, different signs. Okay, same terms, different signs. That will actually help us eliminate one of these terms. Okay, pick a variable to eliminate and get rid of it. Solve, find the other variable. Okay, so when we're talking about all the signs, all the terms lined up, this is kind of what I'm meaning. All the x's are in a column, all the y's are in a column, and then whoop, nope, can't do that. Here we go. And then all right. Now, when we're trying to get rid of variables, remember variables are they're the letters, okay? I've had students try to eliminate the constants right here. I'm like, that just really made your life 16 times harder. We're looking for stuff in these two columns right here. All right. So, are all the variables lined up? Yes. Is there same terms, different signs? All right. If we're looking at this, do we have same terms, different signs in these two columns, the orange and or the green? Yeah, we do. So this is also a yes. Okay. What is the easiest to get rid of? And this would be our x variable. Okay. Our x variable is the easiest to get rid of. All right. So we're going to combine these. I don't like saying adding because there's a different operation in each column. Okay. So this is x minus x. Well, these cancel. Pew. Okay. This is negative 2 plus 1y. So this is negative 1y. And negative 2 plus 3 is 1. All right. So we're almost, believe it or not, with that motion, we're almost done. Okay. Well, with finding y. How would I solve this right here? Good. Yeah. Multiply or divide by negative 1. So I get y equals negative 1. So this is when you would try to remember, and we'll go over this on Monday. Monday is going to be a good kind of review thing because you actually have, solved by the best method. You look for what's given to you, okay? And you know, say, okay, I want to use this. I would not want to graph any of these without using something online, okay? Because I know there are certain online things that I can use to type it in. I don't want to have to solve for y, and I can actually get the answer. All right, now we know what y equals. How do we find x? Don't say go walking in the certain hall during refuel to find your x. I'm talking about the variable x right here. Wouldn't x be 0? Well, how would we? Let's think about that. Could we use this y value to plug back into one of these two equations? Yeah. Okay. I like it. Now, hey, don't think negative about yourself. That was actually a good idea. Okay. I like that. All right. So, which one of these do you want to use? Do you want to use the top or the bottom to solve for x? It doesn't matter. Some people use the top every time, some people use the bottom every time. It does not matter. Okay, pop. Oh, pop. All right. We're going to use top, which is this. All right. We're going to plug in for y, which is -1. All right, let's see. Negative time. This is going to be x plus 2 equals -2. And then remember to solve this. You subtract, and we get x equals -4. Okay, so our answers, you could write it like this. I've got to go back and look at how I have the test, or I can change it. Remember, you could have it like that or coordinate point. Okay, you have some options. Sometimes options are good. Sometimes it's the lesser of two evils. And it's also kind of fun when you're eliminating a variable to do the little pew, like from Star Wars. Pew, pew. Which is anybody, I don't know if anybody's a big nerd like me. Has anybody ever tried to like watch how they did a lot of that stuff for the Star Wars episode 4, 5, and 6 that came out in like the 70s and 80s, like how they did the sound stuff? You did like they went like to one of those, it's called a guide wire, and they like hit it, and that's actually how they got the pew sound. And the lightsabers, they had like a big microphone and they just swung it around. Yeah. That's cool. They filmed up underneath the ships. Yeah, some of that original stuff that they did, you're like, how did they do this? People had something called imagination. A lot of people don't have that now. But all right, are we going number one? I see some people. Yeah, I still see a few people writing stuff down. So we're going to let you. I know you're not doing math. That guy's playing Galaga. That's an Avengers reference. Thank you. Thank you for understanding that reference. Okay. Good luck. For those wondering at home, I always tell my students when they leave to go to the bathroom, good luck, because you never know what's going to happen. The worst thing is to try to flush the toilet and all of a sudden the toilet don't flush. It's really funny when it's not you. It's not very funny when it is you, especially in a public place. That may or may not have happened to me before. Do, 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 waiting for students to write this down. Waiting for students. All right. Does anybody know what's black and white but eats like a horse? A zebra. Very good. I know some of y'all are like, that's not some of your better work, but my jokes aren't super great anyways. All right, let's look at number 2. Number 2. All right. So I'm just checking to see if these are lined up, which they are, because, look. Yes. Is there same terms, different signs on this one? No, there's not. So we got to do something different. Okay. So we're going to use this next question to actually help us get rid of one of these. Which one of these, X or Y, do you think is going to be the easiest to get rid of? Y, yeah. And this is why. If we were to multiply this bottom one by -1, okay? So we're going to got to write down the rules again. Boot them. Words are hard. Bottom by -1. All right. Remember, when you multiply something by -1, it changes the sign, right? So if I multiply 2x by -1, I get a -2x. If I multiply a -2y by -1, I get a positive. Aha. And then same thing over here. So I multiplied it without us having to write it down. Used to, when I have students, I say, okay, you got to write this whole problem down again. And everybody's like, okay, just didn't work out well. All right. Now, do y'all see why we had the student that said that the y would be the easiest to get rid of? Because all we had to do is multiply this -2 by -1. And now we have same terms, different signs. Okay. So let's start combining. We have 3. We take away 2. I have a x. These go away. Pew. All right. What is 8 minus 5? 3. Wow. We got our x there. Bam. That was kind of fun. Not a whole lot of work. Don't we like stuff that's not a whole lot of work? Yes. Some people are like, I would shake my head, yes, but that's a lot of work. All right. Now, we need to find y. What do y'all want to use? Y'all want to use the top or bottom? Top. I actually had a vote for the top. So we're going to use the top. So this is 3x minus 2y equals 8. We're going to plug it in, plug it in. All right. So all I did, took this top equation, I plugged in y. So now I have, let's see, 3 times 3 is 9, minus 2y equals 8. Okay. Minus 9. Yep. Minus 9. Yep. So negative 2y equals -1 divided by 2. I mean, -2. So we get y equals to 1/2. Okay. Wow. I would not want to graph this one. Not on paper. Wouldn't it be fun to try to graph going up a half on a grid that doesn't have decimals for you? That'd be great. Just fantastic. Okay. So we got that kind of written down. So look, it's different situations. You have to kind of say these things each time. Are these lined up? Do we have same terms, different signs? What's going to, if, and then you have to think what's the easiest to get rid of. Okay. There's a process that has to go through your mind for critical thinking. Sometimes some people understand it right off the hand, and they have it because they were made to do algebra for fun on Saturdays instead of watching cartoons and being a kid. Or some people don't have that and they need it written out. So we've got everybody covered. Okay. Now we've done two. Is anybody supposed to be super great at these after doing two? No. That wasn't even a good joke, Miss Julia, and you're over there cackling. Sorry. Y'all missed y'all. I wish y'all could go back and look at some of these videos from like 2020 when I was in here by myself. They're a lot shorter, but um yeah, I would also crack myself up. Well, somebody had to. All right. No, I didn't waste that much time. I kind of miss the COVID times because like I would get here at like 8:30 and leave at like 2. Yeah, that was amazing. And then students had to start coming back on campus. All right, are the terms lined up? No. So we got to do something different. Okay? That looks like an NG. There we go. All right. Let's kind of leave this one alone. Okay? I'm just going to rewrite it right here. Just a happy little accident. All right. On this bottom one, though, we need to get this positive 9x on the left. So it looks like, x's and y's and constant. What do I need to do to this positive 9x to get it to the other side? Yeah, minus. So when I do that, I should have 9x plus 6y equals 9. All right, so now they're lined up. Okay. Do we have same terms, different signs? Well, if we look at our x column, we have different signs, but not the same term. Okay. If we look at our y column, kind of the same thing. Again, we have different signs, but not the same term. Okay. So this is another no. But this is when we need to think about it. Can we easily multiply something to the top or bottom to make them be the same if we want to get rid of? First of all, what variable y'all want to get rid of? Just pick one. There's two. X, okay. A lot of people, it's very fun to get rid of X because they pretend that's you know, their X in their, you know, uh, sophomore or freshman relationship. All right, so let's get rid of X. What could we multiply 3X by to make it be positive 9X? No, what could we multiply 3 by to make it be 9? A 3, yeah. All right, so if I multiply everything by 3 on the top, now I have 9x minus 6y equals negative 9. Okay. I know some of y'all were like, I would have divided. Listen, you could have actually divided by 6 right at the beginning and used substitution, but then you're going to have bad fractions and, you know, and some of these, sometimes they take a little bit more work. Wait, what's the song that the Rock Trolls sing? He's just a little fixer upper, something like that. Yeah, yeah, from Frozen. Yeah. Sometimes some of these equations, some of these problems are just a little fixer upper. All right. So what is 9 minus 9? 0. What is negative 6 plus 6? 0. What is negative 9 plus 9? 0. Do we have a true statement? Does 0 plus 0 equal 0? Yeah. So our answer is I M S. Now, yes, this was kind of a long one to sit there, but I had to show it to you just in case. Now, this is where we leave our in-home audience because the in-studio audience has some practice problems on the back of their handout. Okay. Now, don't forget, stay fars. Good stuff. Good things. Oh, don't forget, hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. Roll Tide.